Welcome back, everyone, to the Reid Renegade radio podcast. This is season 2, episode number 7, and I'm here with co-host Josh Mara Haywood.
Hey guys, so this podcast today is going to be a little bit different. It's more going to be a discussion-based podcast, and we're just going to be talking about what's been happening in the week or in the month, just general things from sports to music and movies. So hopefully this episode feels a bit new and different and fresh.
Fresh, yeah. I was going to say that. Yeah. So welcome to Reid Renegade, and basically what we do here is we just chat about pop culture, movies, music, TV, all that sort of stuff. And this is a platform really for guests to come on to share their thoughts and opinions. And yeah, it's really cool. So please comment and subscribe to the Reid Renegade radio podcast. We're now also on Spotify, so you can listen to us on the move, commuting, if you do that, on the walk down to school, all that stuff, all that jazz on Spotify. And we'll soon be launching on Apple Music, if that's your sort of thing. Josh, you use Apple Music, don't you?
I do Apple Music. So,
and I'm a big Spotify guy.
And I do not use Spotify, so if it could be an Apple Music, that'd be really good. So let's kick things off.
So Steven's at the window. We're recording something. Yeah. Seb's
okay.
made a cameo.
Right.
Is he coming in?
No.
Alright, swiftly moving on. So we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. There's been a lot of stuff in the media about pop culture, and a lot of stuff has come out. So Josh and I have been watching The Last of Us, which is an HBO show, so you can get that on Now TV and Sky, or certain other methods.
Or stream it illegally, like how I do.
Whoa! I personally don't endorse that.
VPN, just hop onto it, Anyways,
yeah. So The Last of Us, it's got Pedro Pascal, who played the Mandalorian, and he's been in Kingsman and stuff. He's been great in The Last of Us, and what it is if you've not heard of it, it's a TV show about a zombie post-apocalyptic thing. But Josh, have you seen Walking Dead?
No, not seen Walking Dead.
I was gonna ask you, do you think it's different? And it is different to your normal kind of zombie shows. You know what I mean, Josh?
Well, I think they also said how they in the series that they're not gonna call the zombie people zombies, because
it's just infected, isn't it?
They're just infected people by the fungi mushroom thing.
Yeah.
But Last of Us is based off the video game.
Yeah. So back in 2013, there was a really, really acclaimed PS3 game called The Last of Us as well, and it's made by the guys who did Uncharted. That was adapted into a film with Tom Holland last year. I went to see it. It was absolutely garbage. Don't watch that. No seal of approval right there.
I'll save you right here.
I'll save you. Even if you like Tom Holland or Mark Wahlberg, don't watch it. It's a waste of time.
Exactly.
You'll wonder what happened to 2 hours of your life.
Yeah.
You'll never get it back. But not The Last of Us. You'll love every second of it, like I'm sure, because it's great. It's got a great balance between action, high stakes, just really good drama and relationships that happen. Episode 3 is a standout for kind of like character acting, whereas you got episode 5, which came out last week, which is really action packed. And so there's this great kind of like plethora and variety of episodes and what happens. But we're currently halfway through, more than halfway. We're on episode 6 out of 9. And yeah, what are you thinking about it so far, Josh?
I think as a game that's turned into a movie or a series, they've executed it way better than any other game that's turned into a movie or a series. So I'm really proud that it's super cool having a Last of Us series. I mean, why wouldn't you want to have a Last of Us series? So I think
Tap.
Well, what I like about it is how they pretty much stick to the game. They don't change anything super dramatically. They might change it a little bit just to make it
a bit easier to tell the story.
Yeah, I guess easy to tell the story. And but they pretty much stick to the whole plot and the characters in the game.
And I guess at the core of it is the characters, the iconic characters. Joel, who's this... We'll leave most of this. I think we're going to do an end of TV show. Once it's all aired, we'll do a proper kind of like 30-minute review, sort of like how we did with Andor a couple of weeks back, where we just went through kind of the episodes, talked about them. We'll bring on a guest. I'm hoping to get Mr. Myers back on.
Yeah. We'll talk
he's
about the
been
best
watching it.
movies,
Yeah, talk about all that good stuff. But for now, yeah, I would just recommend to watch it. It's great.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. You keep going for family.
I'm not family.
No. You're cargo.
All right, welcome back. So now for the school advice segment, we've got Arthur Moss back in the
He's back!
He's back. So
Namaste, Sensei. Okay, here goes the question.
You came a week ago, and now we're gonna ask you a very serious question on some advice you would give someone at school.
Okay, tell us your school advice.
Okay, I think my biggest piece of school advice is if you buy a new pair of school shoes, make sure they're quiet.
What? No,
I
love the knocking ones.
No, just wait.
Okay.
There's nothing more embarrassing than walking into an assembly or something like that, and everyone's just walking in quietly, padding along, and then suddenly you come in and you just hear click, clop, click.
I think that's quite dominating, actually.
Because I've had that happen to me before. Because it was like a dress easy day. I was wearing these brown shoes, and I didn't realize there were nails in my shoe. And
Was this yesterday?
This was at the beginning of lower sixth, and I walk in, and I'm click clopping, and I didn't realize how loud my shoes would be on the stone. And everyone just looked at me, and I just thought, oh my god,
One idiot!
I feel like I'm wearing heels, but I'm
What a loser!
I'm wearing heels, but I'm still 5'3". I'm not 5'3", by the way. Just
Yeah, you're 5'2".
Shush.
Okay, so don't wear clicky shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
And speaking about upper sixth, you've spent about a term in upper sixth. How's it going? Tell us, comparing it to lower sixth, what's new? Is it difficult?
Yeah. Well, the depression seemed to have fizzled out.
Does it? It does fizzle out.
That's good. There's an end.
It does. It also feels like a lot of people have finally matured, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally, last year.
I know, yeah. But yeah, it's
Any
pretty,
names?
it's pretty good. Not mentioning any teachers in particular, but there's one history teacher who's making my life a misery.
Does his name start with N and end with Orton?
No. It runs with Bolin.
Oh, got it. Okay. So would you say that the work compared to lower six probably harder, a bit more, or a bit easier?
It's kind of, there's less kind of there's more courseworky stuff, which is nice for lessons because it means that a lot of lessons that you would have been doing working, you can kind of chill out and just do your coursework at your pace.
Cool.
It's not good for prep though, but
I find it kind of therapeutic sometimes though.
coursework.
Yeah.
You just kind of
No, like the physical
meditate.
aspect of coursework, not like, oh, I'm typing on this laptop.
Oh, no,
that-
yeah,
I-
I get it.
I reckon that's your
It's
entire-
so satisfying, and then you have like the bibliography at the end. It's just,
Oh, wow.
God, and the margin, and when you fill it up with it, sorry.
Dude, that's what I find. Is it opposite for you?
Opposite for me. I love making something or sketching and drawing something. I hate just putting down words.
Why don't you do
I like
art?
drawing as well.
Why didn't I do art?
Yeah.
Because art is fabulous. No, art doesn't take
But
you
you
anywhere,
you
so-
just said that you like sketching and drawing and stuff.
That's DT right there. Also building. And did you know the art department?
That's just like art with extra
No,
steps.
listen to this, right? So I found out from some of the art people in Lower Sixth that they aren't given a sketchbook. And yeah, unbelievable,
They have a
right?
digital one now. Cause
They have a digital one. It's stupid.
No, because since COVID, the example would basically say you can have a not digital one.
Nope.
Yeah.
But also
Nope.
have a digital one because if COVID hits again.
Wrong. Nope. Wrong. You got to do everything
But the
off
thing-
by hand. You're an
but
artist.
the thing is, if you have a digital sketchbook and you can do it well, you can make it look like an art magazine, and it's so like if you
Wrong.
know what you're doing, it looks good.
No.
But if you don't,
You
it just
need to
looks-
show me some pics sometime of your like digital sketch.
Yeah, actually, I'll show the podcast now. Oh wait, hang on, that doesn't make sense because
Another time, perhaps.
Another time. Maybe next week.
yeah.
Anyway, thank you for your school advice, Arthur. We'll have you on again sometime soon.
Thank you.
Maybe to discuss House of the Dragon when you finally watched it.
Yes.
We'll do an update app with Alex.
Another follow up. Oh yeah.
So thanks for coming on for school advice.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye bye.
So, on the other side of things, we've got a movie that recently came out last week, Ant-Man 3, Quantumania. And so, the reason I wanted to talk about this, well, Josh...
Such a waste of money. I shouldn't have bought those tickets, man, to the cinema. Okay, so let me explain.
That says it all there.
Let me explain. Ant-Man 3. Well, let's start with Ant-Man 1. Ant-Man 1 was pretty cool. Ant-Man 2 kind of sucked. So I thought, hey, like, we've got like these really sick Marvel series and movies that came out recently. So let's give Ant-Man 3 a try. Like, you gotta watch it. And I watched it. It was terrible. And these are the reasons why. First of all, the plot was very weak. Second of all, the characters were just characters from Ant-Man 1 and 2, including some of the villains. So just to wrap up, Ant-Man 3.
What would you give it out of 10? Let's see, Spider-Man No Way Home was 6.
Ant-Man 3, honestly, it was probably like a 3 out of 10 or 2 out of 10.
Oh!
It was not good. It was
That's a
really
gut
not
punch.
Good. Definitely no seal of approval.
Don't see it, that's it. No seal of approval.
Yeah, just
I'm not watching it. I haven't seen it either. I'm not going to.
don't need to waste your money. You don't need to watch it to. Honestly, just skip it so that your Kang opinion stays up and your Ant-Man opinion stays up still.
Yeah.
It will only lower your opinions of them. So, no seal of approval, don't watch it. That's Ant-Man 3.
Ant-Man 3, whoa.
There you go.
There we go. Some more interesting stuff has happened in the movie world recently. With the Oscars coming up, we've had a bunch of awards given to movies such as The Banshees of Inisherin, The Whale, starring Brendan Fraser.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a killer film, yeah. And All Quiet on the Western Front, absolutely smashed at the BAFTAs. It just wiped the floor with everything. It won like 11, no, I think it was 14 even awards. 14 awards, All Quiet on the Western Front. I mean, it is an amazing movie. I would highly recommend it. However, there was a lot of controversy, I think. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, how all 49 of the awards people were all white. So
Oh, all the winners.
all the winners.
Oh, wow.
That was quite big on the BBC for a while. And, I mean, I don't know why it's such a big thing. It's just because none of them were a different ethnicity, and I don't know what controversy really.
I guess it's a controversial subject nowadays. So, moving on from the BAFTAs, yeah, so we've got the Oscars coming up, and Elvis, as we said, and Banshees of Inisherin, all those movies have a bunch of nominations lined up. But the one that I'm super excited for, which I hope he gets, is Ke Huy Quan. He's been nominated for the Best Supporting Actor in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And if you know who Ke Huy Quan is, and you've seen his movies, then you know he wholeheartedly deserves this award. And if you don't, well...
Indiana Jones,
Temple of Doom, the second one. He plays Short Round.
Oh yeah.
And so it's been a long time since that movie. He was also in The Goonies, which is a fantastic 80s movie. Super Stranger Things-y. Josh, you're shaking your head. You've not seen it?
I've not seen The Goonies.
Oh, well, it's literally like if you mixed the kind of kids from the 80s aspect of Stranger Things with the treasure hunting of Indiana Jones. And you know Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays one of the teenagers in it.
Young Josh Brolin.
So I hope he wins that award.
Yeah.
And Michelle Yeoh, she's got the nomination for Best Leading Actress, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And she's a front runner for that. Anyway, I do know that Top Gun Maverick is nominated. Avatar 2 is The Way of Water.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I'm not sure about that because you've got some great films there, and then you've got Avatar 2, which I saw back in December. Like it was okay.
I liked Avatar 2.
It was good, but I don't know if it warrants like being on that tier of like Banshees of Inisherin, The Whale,
Yeah.
Elvis,
They
Everything
didn't
Everywhere
use,
All at
like,
Once,
billions of dollars.
like All Quiet on the Western Fronts. Is Avatar 2 on that level? Maybe
Blue
it's
people,
like
man, blue people, water, creatures.
I'm blue, I'm blue.
4 hours. What was it?
4 hours of blue
4
people
hours of
running
blue
around.
people. Like, come on. If that doesn't deserve a little gold man, I don't know.
We need the director's cut. 6 hours of blue people apparently.
Okay. What the next one can be Avatar 3 with the fire.
Yeah, it's just.
We've
Is
seen
he
this
basing it
trend.
all off of Avatar: The Last
Other-
Airbender?
yeah,
Is he actually doing that?
I don't know.
That's weird. Oh man.
Well, there's Avatar for you. Good movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Avatar 2, definitely pretty cool. I think the CGI
Yeah.
is lovely and it's a solid movie. I really like it.
Music was nice as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of music, there's a nice segue into talking about the Grammys. So that just happened. Lizzo won the award for Best Song, right? For About Damn Time. You a big Lizzo fan? Well, I know.
I know about that time.
I don't know. Not a big fan of her music.
I mean, some of her stuff's catchy, but
Yeah. About Damn Time is quite catchy. I like that song. Yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, Grammys, it was okay. There were a lot of snubs for me, like awards that I wanted to give to people that didn't happen. But as is the way of the music industry, like you can make a fantastic album. This happened to The Weeknd. The Weeknd. So he released the album After Hours, which has Blinding Lights on it. Probably one of the most famous songs from 2020, right?
So good.
And Save Your Tears,
Uh-huh.
which is another great song, really catchy, and a bunch of other ones. And he got nominated for a bunch of Grammys, didn't win any.
Didn't get a single one.
Wait, hang on. I don't even think he was nominated. I think that was the uproar. He wasn't even nominated.
What other ones? Were
I don't know what world we live in if The Weeknd, that album doesn't get nominated, but then like other stuff does.
Because those are really well-known songs, and I don't know anyone who.
Not
does
only
them.
they're well known, but they're like actually musically really good.
It's just the same usual people winning it. Harry
Yeah.
Styles gets it, his new album. Or like
Oh
Taylor
yeah,
Swift- Taylor Swift
his
is
his
there.
album won it, right? He won Best Album, Harry Styles. He had a few good songs. I've not listened to like the
I didn't listen to
random
the whole-
miscellaneous ones.
I just listened like to the one good one in the album. I say the one good one, but that's just because I haven't heard the other ones. But it's like as it was.
Yeah, I listened to
That was kind of catchy.
like
That
As
kinda
It
cool.
Was, Music for a Sushi Restaurant, all that stuff. Yeah, I
Like-
kind of like went through it. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
At the Brit Awards, we got the Sam Smith costume, which was very
Gross.
interesting,
Gross.
very artful.
I didn't like it.
I just wonder how he sat down. Like, did he have to have 4 seats on either side without people?
Why do you think people like wear quirky weird things to like these?
Oh, media attention, 100%.
You think it's just like
Yeah.
an attention thing?
Oh, absolutely. Because this is the one place where they can look their best. They're on a pedestal, and they need to get more attention. They could put it a bit more low key.
Yeah. Next bit.
Yeah, in album releases, we got I'm a fan of the Gorillaz, and they're releasing a new album next week, so I'm pretty hyped for that. It's called Cracker Island, and I listened to a couple of the singles. They're not bad, so I'm gonna check it out when it comes out. Should be pretty cool. And I think I heard that we're getting some other new albums. You got artists like Fall Out Boy are coming out with new ones.
Really?
Yeah, Lana Del
That's quite
Rey.
nostalgic.
And then of course every year there's always like remasters, re-editions. So Pink Floyd have got their 50th anniversary of Dark Side of the Moon coming out. So there's like special records coming out. And also Daft Punk, their Ram album is being reissued with new unreleased music. So if you listen to the Daft Punk episode and the entire 40-minute podcast, then you'll know I'm a big Daft Punk fan, so I'm definitely gonna get that. And then yeah, this year's looking quite nice for music. We got artists like The National coming out with new stuff, and yeah, it should be cool.
What do you think was the best year of music? Definitely like somewhere between like 2010 and 2015, like the middle bit. That's what I think. But when do you think was like the peak, like the pinnacle? Like when it was just like the tip?
For me personally, because music is always about taste and it's subjective.
Yeah.
So I think it's always formed around like you growing up with certain music. But
they're still
the
good.
10s had some great albums, good songs. I would say something like 2016, 2015. That was
That's
good years.
That's
Yeah.
kind of your area. I think.
But then I might go back to like 2012,
right. Yeah.
2011.
That's what I was about to say. I think that's sort of.
That's
my
a good
area.
kind of
It's
2
a
years.
It's a good kind of like pop kind of.
2014 though actually has some bangers when I think about it. Like you got Pharrell Williams comes out with a bunch of stuff. Bruno Mars comes out with a bunch of stuff. You got Eminem comes out with like an album. I think Kid Cudi's on the scene at that point. You got Gorillaz, like lots of good stuff. MGMT and 23, great stuff coming out in 2014. So maybe I go 2014. I don't know.
Do you think it's kind of gone down a bit, or do you think it's sort of just because it's just a different time?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think the artists that we've grown up with are aging. They're not releasing as much music. They're out of their primes, and as a result of the music industry shifting, we've got different changes to how songs are made, and I guess that's got an impact on the ton of music we've got now.
Because a couple of like new people started coming in, like Billie Eilish started coming in, like 2018 plus or something like that.
Yeah, 2018.
And then Olivia Rodrigo started becoming a big hit, and then just all these kind of like new.
If you think about it, you'll always have these kind of like these musicians. They always come in.
The youngsters.
The youngsters. We had One Direction was our time.
Oh, yeah.
They came in, and but groups always like break up eventually. Yeah. I don't know, man. 2014 was a good year, and
Maybe
I did
it's
think
just
that.
like a nostalgia factor. The fact that we've
Yeah.
grown up with them just
Uh-huh.
kind of it holds a good kind of place in our hearts, and then obviously these songs now are just like really good, and maybe like later on they'll also hold like a good area in our hearts too.
But then like artists will age and not put out as much music. Maybe they'll go on tours for years. Like, for example, Coldplay released great albums in the early 2000s, and they're becoming more infrequent with their releases.
And they had a little like what was it, like a little
And they're
thing with K-pop.
I guess
Remember that?
because some artists get so big, they want to experiment more, and that means that
Taking some risks.
they take some risks, but then you also risk your fan base. And so if we love the music that they originally did before, having a change so severe,
Will change their fans sometimes,
yeah,
maybe.
might make the fans angry, annoyed, like, hey, this isn't your usual sound, because they just want to be reminded of the nostalgic factor of the past.
Keep it the same stuff they like. Yeah. And I think with artists is they have just like different periods of where they're like, oh, maybe they're more poppy, or they might try a bit more rock, or I think they like kind of changing. They love like keeping it fresh, and I think they have this mental.
There's kind of like a massive web of genres meshed
and
together.
I think they think
Yeah.
if they like keep it fresh, then maybe the fans will also like keep liking them.
Attract more fans,
Yeah,
attract different
more
fans, yeah.
And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it's super interesting to talk about, but we got to move on. So much to talk about, and we want to try and keep this one shorter for you guys.
Short and snappy.
Yeah, so a bunch of other stuff happened. So we got sports events that are happening currently and just happened. So we'll talk about the Super Bowl. Yeah, we had the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not a big American football fan, so I can't really say I care too much, but I did watch a couple clips. It looked like it was a pretty intense game. It was quite close, I remember, like 38-33 or something like that. And
Kansas won.
Yeah, the Chiefs won, yeah.
So well done for them.
Yeah, good for them.
And also they had a bit of a Rihanna concert, and that's
Oh yeah, the halftime show.
interesting. They were on floating floating platforms dancing.
It was a good effect. Yeah, I that was pretty cool.
Did you see how they invested quite a lot of money into their pitch so they can be able to remove the stadium? Have you seen things about that? Well, yeah. So
In that stadium.
yes,
Because I know there's one in London. It's at one of the football ones. I don't know if it's Tottenham has a
like a removable
like this
ground.
the football pitch comes down and like comes out,
Right.
and then this new one rises up
Right.
for
Well,
American football.
This one they just literally pull it out. But
Really?
the thing
Damn.
that was really that they found on the day of the Super Bowl that was really bad that a lot of players said was how slippery it was. So I guess if you look at some of the highlights, you might see a couple of people just always sliding around sometimes.
That's not good.
But I think, and a couple of people I heard said it was probably one of the worst Super Bowl grounds to just play on that day. So
Oh.
a bit unfortunate for that. And I think they thought it was a really good idea to be able to move the grass so they can make the whole concert thing aspect to it. But I guess it didn't really turn out very well. But there you have it. Sometimes risks just don't work out.
Yeah, but what do you think of Rihanna? And I thought the set list was pretty cool. It was a pretty good set list and had all her most famous songs. We had
And her
Umbrella.
announcing that she's pregnant, so that's good on
Yeah,
her.
and you got the
Good
red
for her.
costume. Yeah,
Good for her.
good for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently her dad didn't even know.
No, until the Super Bowl, yeah.
That's so nice of her. Yeah. We also got some Super Bowl trailers as custom. We got a new Guardians of the Galaxy 3 trailer. That looks pretty interesting. Have to check that out. That's the only Marvel project I'm very excited for. That and Loki season 2. We also had John Wick number 4. Oh geez, 4 now.
Oh my god, we're getting so old, man.
Yeah, I remember when the first one came out.
Still so good though. Cannot
Yeah.
wait for it. If you haven't seen John Wick 4, check out the trailer.
So yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast. This has just been a fresh new take on kind of rejigging the formula. Yeah, we want to know what you think about it. So
We're trying something new, so if you think this is
if you think this is a good format to kind of talk about a bunch of different stuff, then let us know, and we'll be open to suggestions as to what to talk about. But anyway, thanks for listening.
that's episode 7. Peace out.
Thanks for tuning in to Reid Renegade Rebooted and listening to us, Jamie and Josh. Sound designed by Jamie. Art direction by Josh. Marketing by Josh. Edited by Jamie.
Thanks for tuning in to Reid Renegade, and we'll see you soon.